Hey, bitches. We are back. It's been a minute. And I'm back on the airways, girl. We are back, bitch. It's Malik. Stevie.
Trey, bitch, what?
Oh, and Aaron.
Yes, bitch.
It felt like
They missed
too.
us.
Okay.
We back.
Him back.
It's me.
Him back.
We back, bitches.
What the fuck is up?
Come on.
Aaron, I'm gonna start with you because you looking real caramel. You looking real warmed and bitch. You looking real curated and cultivated and whatnot, bitch. Tell me what's good.
Okay.
I'm not any of those things. Nothing. I'm chilling. It's just like a what have you been up to?
Yeah, what have you been up to, darling?
It's been like
Hold on, I gotta rub my Power accent because I put too much on it, so I gotta.
Girl,
we ain't got all day.
Okay, so yeah. So I haven't been up to much. I have been,
Shimmy to the left, shimmy to the right.
living my life, and that's it.
I love it. Okay.
Chilling like a
okay.
villain.
Trey, tell me something nice, bitch. What's good?
Hello, darling.
Okay.
How are you?
that's what I'm talking about. Shake it up,
No.
bitch.
What do you look? You always look at me so crazily today. Like, I haven't seen you in like 3 weeks. Didn't
Y'all
you
already
miss
know who
me?
she talking to.
Bitch, you don't gotta guess.
Yeah, I ain't got to guess.
Oh my God. Just show me some love. No,
Yeah.
but how are y'all? I missed y'all. Somewhat I missed y'all.
Okay.
It depends on the feeling.
You gotta take what you can get, bitch.
Look,
All right, look, Vegas can't be
it's
choosing
gonna
no
be a new
shade.
year.
Okay.
But I'm good. How are y'all?
I'll let you start first, Stevie, bitch. How are you, bitch?
Bitch, I'm a year older. Bitch, my birthday passed.
Okay, 20 what?
21.
Okay.
20 fucking
No
one.
shade.
No shade.
Okay.
I'm not claiming any age other than that at this point.
Oh, damn.
I've just been,
You the youngest in the group now, bitch?
Girl, been there, done that. Yeah, I've just been chilling. Doing this, doing that, celebrating my birthday, running around, being drunk as fuck, because bitch, I needed it. I have tried to be like separate from the drinking and like slowing down and getting my pace back, but bitch, on my birthday I carried and I needed that.
No shade.
Yeah. Mama needed that. But yeah, that's it.
It was a pleasure to celebrate Stevie's birthday with him. Girl, I
was
also
shaking
feel
my
like,
motherfucking
bitch,
ass,
I also
bitch.
feel like I didn't see you enough for your birthday,
I was
but you
moving.
bitch, you were getting it.
I was moving around. I had things.
It's been very much of work and play. Emphasis on the work. Emphasis on the play. And yeah, I've been pretty good. I have been sick. I've been shut in on the sick and shut in list. Been getting better. Living in New York is not fun when you are sick. But other than that, everything has been copacetic.
You still getting your back scratched?
I'm good.
You know that bitch. That's always Miss Thing. She asked that because I had to put the girls out on Saturday because my
Bitch. Oh. She carried on. But no, it was cute because, bitch, I had a second date set up, so it's okay.
I was like, okay,
I was like,
well,
well, let me get my things and go.
well, the girls.
The dick was coming.
We were me and Stevie were shooting a project and I slightly was overbooked. So, I had to tell the girls.
She tried to send the girls their luggage and the girls already had their shit packed.
Girl, but I sent the girls with a cocktail. That's what I sent the girls with.
Oh yeah, she said this with a cocktail.
I sent the girls with a
and a
cocktail.
shot of Jack Daniels
But
and the good stuff.
It was cute. So we recorded on 420. I had a cunt 420. And yeah, it was
It's a vibe.
It was cunt, bitch.
I'm ready to see the footage.
Okay,
Girl,
I am very
I'm
the wind
excited.
down.
The wind down.
Hashtag the wind down.
Oh, we were saying pound on there, but
right. Pound the
we were
wind.
saying pound the
we
wind
we
down.
love a good pound
Pound,
over here.
no shade.
But
Y'all the
anywho,
poundy girls.
Poundy.
we have a guest, a very very special guest.
Yes.
This is one of the. These are one of the. This is one of my favorite new girls.
Come on,
bitch.
new girl.
It's no shade.
No shade.
No shade. One of my favorite new girls. But I have to introduce Nemar Parchment. He is in the motherfucking building.
Hi guys.
So-
Welcome.
say hello to the U.S. girls.
Okay.
Say
Hi, guys.
Okay, what's up, bitch?
What's
Hi,
tea?
how is everyone?
Looking good.
Yeah.
We're blessed.
Them glasses are still taking me out.
And they're gonna keep taking you, bitch, because they're gonna stay on and they're here. That's it. The glasses are here to stay. No shade.
I can't take.
With
Hold
shade.
on. I have to do a side note and say, bitch, y'all was keying at each other at my birthday party, bitch. I know y'all
my
was reading
God.
about Nicki Minaj.
We
bitch.
was living
Y'all
for
was
Nicki
going
Minaj.
in about
we
Nicki
love.
Minaj, and that's all I can remember, bitch. Y'all was reading each other out, but bitch, I was keying.
Be a key.
But yeah, tell the
love
girls who
Nicki.
you are, who you won't know, who you are, who you be,
what you
what's going on
doing,
with your
yeah.
tea, what you doing.
So, hi guys, I'm Nemar Parchment. I'm a plus size model from the UK, signed to IMG. Yeah.
Girl, you bitch, hold on.
I'm about to say,
Sign
bitch,
to
you was supposed to be.
IMG.
Sell that, bitch. No shade. That's a big thing. No shade. Sell
live.
Yeah,
that.
no, it is a massive thing.
I live. So of course I have to like ask you, like, how did that process start with like signing with IMG?
Okay.
If you feel comfortable telling
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So I first started, I might as well start from the beginning how I first started modeling.
Please.
Yes.
So before I started modeling, I used to do buy-in for ASOS. I used to like, I was a buy-in assistant, so I used to be the person that would like decide the stuff that would be on the website and like work with that team to decide what stuff for myself. And then randomly, I was at like this Adidas party, and obviously everyone was drinking. It was a good time. Everyone was vibing. And obviously, you guys know me. I talk a lot. Like I talk to everyone. Like, you know,
Come on. You get in, bitch. I want everybody to know I'm here.
You get in, bitch.
I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, so I was at this party now, and I started talking to this guy, and we just like really hit it off, and we were vibing. And he was like, "Oh, I'm shooting a campaign. I think you'd be perfect for it." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, of course. Like, I'm down to do it, whatever." But I just thought it was like drunk talk, like, oh, everyone's drunk, like everyone's at the party, everyone's whatever. Didn't think anything of it. But he worked at ASOS as well. The campaign was for ASOS, and obviously we found out we both worked at ASOS because we didn't know we met each other. And then like maybe 3 weeks later, I was still at my desk, like doing my job, like typing my emails, like getting the supplies together, doing whatever I was doing. And then someone came over like, oh, they're looking for you upstairs. And I was like, what is that going on? Anyway, so they took me upstairs, and I didn't know what I was getting taken for. And then I saw the guy I met at the party, and he was like, this is him. Like, this is the guy I was talking about. I think he's going to be perfect for the campaign. And I was just like, okay. And then I shot that Christmas campaign, and then everything kind of just snowballed from there.
A star was born.
Okay, Lady Gaga.
It was so fitting. It was so fitting.
I'm gagging,
bitch.
bitch.
A star was born.
That is
I'm gagging.
Cool.
Everyone dead at everyone drinking. Everyone's like,
It was
No shade. It was the tea.
It was the team. No shade. We live.
yeah, and then so then signing with IMG, I think. So from when I first started modeling, I was like, I want to sign with IMG. Like IMG was the only agency I really wanted to sign with. Other agencies had like approached me, and I had worked with like other agencies, but I had never like signed an official contract because I always wanted to sign with IMG.
Yeah.
So like for the first year, I was kind of just like booking stuff myself, like doing all my own like invoices, doing everything myself. And I had an agent in Germany, but I hadn't signed a contract with her. So we were just working for a year, just doing whatever we were doing. And then a really big agency approached me, and they wanted to sign me. They're like really big, like massive agency. And I was going to sign with them, like met up with them, everything. But something was telling me, don't sign the contract. Like, don't sign it. Just hold off like a week. And then in that week, I got the meeting with IMG. And then they wanted to sign me on the spot. And yeah.
Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Look at that right there.
Yeah.
God is good. No shade.
Amen.
Yeah, I remember you being our him of the week.
Yeah.
And that was passed through.
Oh, you guys, this is a cute little full
Yeah.
circle moment, guys. This is cute.
And then,
Welcome to the party.
Okay,
No
bitch, welcome
shade.
to the house, girl. No shade, bitch.
Welcome to the house, bitch.
And then you and I recently like saw you like. I want to say we met, like we officially met within like the past 4 months, 3 or 4 months. We met at Kerwin's house.
My
And
bitch.
When I found out you knew Kerwin, bitch,
That is
I
my
was like,
girl.
okay, get out. Okay, I said,
you should not know
yeah,
Kerwin.
yeah,
I
no
love
shade.
him.
If you know Kerwin, it's some teas, bitch. So, once I found out everything, I was like living, and like literally, you are such a sweetheart. So we had to have you on the show.
Absolutely, thank you.
Use some teas, but I look. I'm not gonna get on that, bitch.
I see you,
She was also at my birthday party, which everybody was. So like,
there.
bitch, girl, you know the girls. You know the girls.
I know the girls.
Yeah. So, what would you say? Well, I don't even. You say you were working with ASOS already before you started modeling, but like, what would you say? Like, now that you are where you are, like, what really turned it for you? Like, what really? Because I remember we had a conversation and you were like, my mother doesn't believe I'm a model. She's like out here thinking I'm going to America to do
Just to
like
go to
turn some
America?
tricks.
Yeah,
I'm carrying, but like, you know, but like what I'm trying to say is I feel like people think that they have to like swipe a time clock to make money. And I think like living in New York shows you a lifestyle that you don't necessarily have to like go to an office to make money, or you don't necessarily have to like, you know, have this like stereotypical like teacher or nurse type job in order to make money. So like, what would you say like really turned it for you and was like, okay, like this can be like the tea for me and I can like make a living off of this?
I would say it was when I was still working at my office job at ASOS, and I was having to like lie and call in sick and like do all these like crazy things in order for me to get to the bookings and like
Come on.
my castings.
Ain't
and
that a
stuff.
tea,
breaking the fucking rules.
Ain't that the tea?
And it was crazy because even like some of the times when I was calling in sick or I was like pretending to be at the doctor's, I was doing stuff for ASOS as well, even though I worked at ASOS. But anyways, yeah, that's when I realized it was too much. It was getting way too much. Like I was having to, and I really loved my manager at the time. Like, I loved that loved my manager, and I felt bad lying to her because she was so nice to me. So yeah, I was just like, this is too much. Like I'm just gonna have to quit my job and just try and model full time. Everyone was telling me not to though.
Of course.
I don't think anyone.
No one wants you to do your thing.
I don't think anyone told me to.
Wow.
The girls.
Yeah, no, everyone was very much like, oh no, like this isn't a proper job.
Yeah.
Like, don't quit your job. Like, this might just be like a phase. Like,
Do you think it was out of proper concern or if it was out of like?
Okay, so this is the thing.
Okay.
And I had this conversation with my sister today.
'Cause
I'm a very like optimistic person.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like very confident in myself, and I'm very like aware of like my ability and da.
Right.
So if I'm leaving, if I'm like telling you guys, hey, I want to quit my job, I think this is like, I thought about it. I haven't just like jumped out the window and decided to do it. Like I thought about it. But yeah, I guess people are concerned, but there was no need for anyone to be concerned.
Yeah, I feel like when I told the girls like I was like moving to New York, I think just do the experience like what they lived and that they've never lived in New York, they couldn't give me like the best or the most objective like advice that I needed. So I think also people give like advice out of fear from their experiences or things that they haven't experienced before. So I don't think I like got the most objective experience. And I don't think like when you're really trying to be like that divergent person or trying to like go against the grain, like I don't think anybody is going to be able to offer like the advice that you need to commit to what you want to do.
Well, in the end, it's your decision.
I was about to say, I was waiting. I was about to say,
fuck the girls. Yeah.
Pay those bitches, bitch. Do your thing.
This is not to say that input from people is not something that is to be valued, you know, at least sometimes, you know, but at the end of the day, it's you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, whatever anyone else says, you know, even if you take it and say, oh, that was a good advice, you make that decision. You are the one who turns that key. So, like, you know, it should mostly be you making the decision.
Yeah.
They say
You can lead the horse to the water.
And it's hard to like go against those decisions. So,
Yeah.
no shade, because it be mostly the families giving.
Yeah, but what I realized as well is a lot of people project their fears onto you.
Yes.
So like, so say now me, for instance, when I wanted to quit my job, a lot of people were like projecting their fears of not being able to do that onto me. It was never like, oh, you want to do this? Okay, so make sure you've saved this amount or you think about doing this. It was always, no, don't do this.
At all.
Yeah. It wasn't like constructive.
You're
like,
gonna be
hey,
struggling.
That's
okay,
why
you wanna
I was
do
like, you know,
this?
do you think it was out of actual concern?
No, I
or,
felt like it
it
was a lot of people just
fear.
projecting.
That shit on you. See what I'm saying? You gotta watch those girls. No shit.
But I don't feel like that's ever intentional when people do. I don't ever
not
feel
at
like
all.
it's. Yeah, it's just.
I think it's very mature of you to come to that conclusion. I think that sometimes it's not conscious. You know, some people, they just are like, oh, no, you shouldn't do that. Like, because it's like they remember when they tried you know what I'm saying, that they failed or, you know, what have you. Not to say that sometimes it does come from a malicious place, but not always.
I was about to say, let's shine a little light on what needs to be shined light on, because some of the girls really don't want you to succeed and they want you to stay at some spot.
Speaking it.
Mary J.
I think
Mary J. I'm just saying, some girls don't want you to move.
It's better overall to focus on the
We need
ones
to give
who do
two
want
sides
you
of
to
the
move.
spectrum. No shade.
But are also scared.
No, what's up?
I think what we're saying is there's people that want you to succeed, but also know the challenges that come with making choices and doing things on your own and so forth. So like those people aren't necessarily telling you not to do it just because they want you to be at the bottom and struggle and grind.
Want you to be poor.
Like be an episode of Good Times. Like they want you to literally really think about it, really make sure this is what you want. Cause
Come on, this is what you want. I ain't
no, they really need to know that this is what you want, because I feel like I know from my own personal life, like my family, when I moved to Baltimore, they were fucking shook. Like they were like, "Are you sure you want to do this? This is where you really want to go? Like, you sure?" Like they asked me every single day until I left.
That was just family.
And then they asked me while I was there. Like, while I was paying rent, they were asking me. So, like, for me, it was like it wasn't like they didn't want me to succeed. They just didn't know life any differently, and they were just fearful of what they believe could have happened. And then you just got to show them, like, every day I don't take it personal. I was like, yo, I'm going to show them that while they're scared, let's look at the bright side. This is what's going to happen. Even if something bad comes, the challenges may come. But I think I don't think people are always trying to look at you and make you fail. Like, I don't think that.
Okay, wait
there
a minute.
are some.
We're not turning that. Well, first of all,
I was not giving that. I just want the girls to get each side of the spectrum.
Get the spectrum.
Go.
Nobody was saying
Don't be
nothing wrong with your spectrum.
Don't think everything is sparkly and goldy and golden on one side, and the girls is not giving the rage on the other, because the girls do.
Some
be
people
carrying.
can be rageful and also want you to be successful at the same damn time. The jealousy comes in several different angles. And I just want I get your side.
I know. Y'all listen. Y'all know what I give. I'm very much of. I want the girls to see. Y'all like, oh, everything's so.
Start tonight,
Bitch, watch your back. Watch your fucking back. No shade.
bitch. What I will bringing it back to the table. What I will say is that I think about my mother often a lot. I mean, often, and I think of a woman who, you know, I always talk about my mother, but she doesn't have, she dropped out in high school. And with that being said, she doesn't understand like some of the goals and aspirations that I have for myself. So like, where does that leave you in having a relationship like with your parents, but also like coming to understanding and reconciling that like they don't understand your life or anything that like you may pursue career wise, but still like being happy for yourself and still being able to like love your parents. Cause like, and what I'm trying to explain is like my mom doesn't understand like the need for me having a college degree.
Okay.
She doesn't understand the need for me to like want to be a teacher, an educator, and like to advance like, or just to do whatever I want to do. Like, bitch, she like, girl, if you ain't making X amount of money per hour, per 40 hours a week, girl, I'm not trying to hear it, you know? And so like, wow. Where does that leave us as gay Black men, you know, and being happy, but also being connected to the people that we love, you know? So, I'm sorry.
Well, I would say for me, my mum never put any kind of like limits on me, or she never told me I had to do anything or get any type of job. So I've always been very like free spirited in the household, and I was always able to do kind of whatever I wanted to a certain degree. And I think maybe because I grew up like that, I don't mind as much that my mom doesn't understand what I do, because she kind of gave me this space to kind of just like explore and understand myself.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to chime in before I move on? Look.
My mom
Because I feel like don't nobody see it for what we doing. Like, I mean, I feel like our parents support us to the extent of not knowing what it really is
going
that
on.
we're like really doing. It's just like, okay, baby, I love you. Go have fun.
Yeah.
You know? My mom, she understands. She wants to do a podcast.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah.
Tell her we will totally support in setting
No
her
shade.
up. We gonna give her 10 episodes, and then she gonna have to start
I want the
paying.
mother-
Come on,
Okay,
Deals.
she can get
Come
a
on,
spin
Deals.
off, baby.
Come on, mommy.
That's
I'm
it.
not
After
playing
10
with her. Come
episodes, she
on.
gonna have to start paying.
I don't know. Ever since I was a kid, my mom has always been really supportive. There have been things she's wanted me to do, but if I rebel against it enough, she'd be like, "Okay, fine. I know you don't want to do that. So what do you want to do?"
I'm gonna stop playing with you.
So yeah, the struggles that we have were always connected to my sexuality, which is like whatever. But but when it comes to things, I was like, when I want to be a firefighter. She was like, okay, cool. So I want to be an actress. Like I want to cool. I was like, I want to be a scientist. She was like, okay, cool. Like whatever I wanted to do, she was here for it. So yeah, that's. I mean, I don't know.
Oh God. I think my mom sees a lot of herself in me. So she's always been like, bitch, do your thing. I always tell her like I want to be on television. She like, and you have it to be on television. She supports the podcast. She done bought some merch and all of that. She like, y'all are doing it. Like I want you to be whatever you want to be. And it was sometimes when she was like, you need to get your ass in college and start going to school. I'm like, Ma, this ain't made for college. It's no shit. This is not made for college. If I was meant to be there, trust and believe, I'll be sitting there very studious and in the classroom learning lessons, lectures, all that shit. But she's just like, no, I understand my son he don't want that. He want to be a superstar or you know some type of TV personnel. He wants to be there because he has that drive. And she's like, I always wanted to do something like that, but I was just like, I never had the backing. My aunts and them were always against her and like, oh no, you can't do that. You can't even have a child. All of that. So she just looked at me like, you're going to be better than mommy. Do your thing. No shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, my mama has been what it is. But like, yeah, I feel like we're battling so many things, like, you know, going into traditions when it comes to like black families or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because these black parents, they be wanting you to be doctors and lawyers and like,
I'm not a
we
doctor.
be wanting to be painters and dancers and
streets
everything else, and it just don't be working out, Lord.
Did you just say doctor of the streets?
I was being funny. Damn.
Oh my God.
Of the streets.
I ain't
Doctor of the
never been to the
streets.
streets. I'm not going to be of the streets. I walk the streets.
The streets?
And
You walk the streets?
Girl,
When I gotta get to where I need to get
I
to.
get
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
I'm not a street walker, Trey, if that's what you're
Girl.
trying to say.
I love honey.
Damn.
That was
Damn.
a very venomous.
I
They had a
get it.
lot
The girls
of
know my
charge
tea.
in
They know
that-
what I
Yeah,
get. They
the
know I be
girls
cutting.
know.
They know I be cutting. They're like, Stevie, on there,
Walking
cut
the
the
streets.
fuck up,
I
bitch.
said,
What's wrong with being a streetwalker?
nothing
Nothing.
wrong.
Nothing.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
the
would-
tea.
I was
There's
just
actually
saying,
nothing wrong.
this was something new. I was learning from Stevie. I said, "Oh, Stevie,
So-
you
Some of the
like
girls
this,
walk the
baby?
street-
I wanted to
Sometimes
No.
it's to walk the
No
street.
shade.
I
Yes,
want
honey, you can do something strange for a little bit of change.
I want
Okay.
to do a side note and say, what are the girls watching? What are the girls watching on the TV?
Porn. No.
Okay, Pornhub.
Pornhub. No shade.
Pornhub.
Other than the obvious.
What are the girls watching?
Oh, no,
I know the
don't
girls
do
are watching
it.
something real
I know what you're
good.
about to say.
I know what the girls are watching real good.
Are you about to say Game of Thrones?
Y'all girls? No, I thought the girls.
I knew
thought
it.
the girls
I
going in
knew
a different
it.
direction.
Possibly.
Well,
I wanted to
I've
say.
been
I wanted
watching
him to
Game of
say it
Thrones.
first, but I don't want to say Game of Thrones first because I have a lot to say about that. So,
Okay.
are the girls watching? Well, I am watching. The Boomerang season finale just came on. Like,
I gotta get
last
into
week.
that. I want to get into that.
Boomerang was so cute. I love Boomerang.
Wait, did they get renewed?
Yes, he did.
They
Okay.
did.
Okay.
They did.
Come on.
It was Simone who was nude, right? Was Simone was nude, right? Or
I haven't.
Wait, what
seen
was-
the-
oh
the
no.
episode
Oh,
of
you
it.
said did they give a nude?
No,
No,
they be
renewed.
giving.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yes.
They get
Okay.
definitely.
Well done to them.
Shout out to
And
them,
so
bro.
did American Soul.
Did it?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So they're gonna have a
Fell off
second
with
season
American
as
Soul.
well.
Wow. Okay, so I gotta check that
It's
out.
so
I
funny.
didn't know what it was gonna give.
But no, I love that. I love Killing Eve. Killing Eve is
I
back
need to
on my
see
TV.
that. And
Yeah.
everyone's been watching that. I need to really watch that.
Talking.
When I tell you,
Sandra.
Killing Eve is amazing. It's
Sandra Oh
probably
is amazing.
the best show on television right now.
Damn.
And
Okay,
I mean
y'all.
like American and UK.
Okay.
Like seriously.
Is it giving like scandal level of drama?
It's giving scandal, but like, you know, Sandra Oh is known for like awkward, like, you know,
She's a
just
comedian, right?
tease.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's very like, it's suspenseful, but it's also like awkward. It's
her. It's like playful.
She's the key.
It's good.
Okay, I'm gonna definitely check that out.
But it's also beautifully shot though. Like the cinematography is amazing.
Okay, I'm gonna check that one out.
Yeah,
Guys.
definitely. What else? And I have arrived at. I've arrived at home. AKA homecoming.
Thank you, bitch.
Yes.
I want to our next topic.
Speak on it.
Which I know the girls was salivating. They was salivating, bitch.
My watch
Y'all
was
girl was
ringing.
brown
I
like,
needed-
bitch, when
Y'all
is gonna
gonna
go
say
Beyonce
okay.
home?
You talking about what you watching on damn TV?
Give me the
bitch.
girl. Give me the tease, bitch.
Come on.
Girl, give me the rundown, bitch.
Beehive team. Okay.
Let me tell you, I watched that 9 times.
Speak on it.
I had
watched
my
9 times?
entire family watch it during the Easter holiday. We one of my family members called it Beaster. Because we decided, like, the kids was in front. They had to watch the greatness. They had to be inspired.
Wow.
It was a beautiful moment. I made my mama watch it. I even made my father watch it.
Oh my
Girl.
God.
Look.
Come on, Papa.
It was a beautiful moment. I felt inspired when she said she wanted to do Soul Cycle, the stairs, and rehearsal. I felt like I wanted to do Soul Cycle, the stairs, and rehearsal, and knew my fat ass wasn't going to do that. And then when she said she ain't eat no chicken, no fish, no carbs,
That
no
part
rice,
took me
no bread,
out.
no nothing.
I was
no
like,
alcohol.
this thing.
I said,
Whoa.
I was
I
scared.
need my chicken.
I said I wanted to do that diet so badly, but then I also knew I was going to be real hungry and I wasn't going to make it.
My thing.
Everything that she did was just so detail oriented, was so thought out, so planned. And you know me, I'm a planning ass bitch. And I was inspired. I really was. I love every little moment.
All right, Aaron, what was your take? Because I know you another beehiver. Go on.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. So is it? I'm confused.
Oh,
Are you guys
I have
not?
some things to say too.
I don't have any.
You're not a Beyonce fan anymore?
No, he is. You watched it, right? Are you a Beyonce fan? It's okay if you're not.
Okay, so this is the thing.
Oh.
Wait, no, it's no shit.
We gotta
Okay.
cut his mic.
No. Tracia.
I feel like Beyonce's talent is so amazing
Okay.
and undeniable that you can't deny her talent. I'm not a Beyonce, like, she's not my girl. Like,
Yeah,
I like Bad Girl, Riri, Nicki, like, those are my girls.
Right.
But I appreciate everything Beyonce does because she's
Same.
like the best
Same.
performer of
Same.
all time, of generation, or whatever.
Same.
But she's not my girl.
My girl.
You get what I
She's
mean?
not my
Right.
go-to.
Okay, so we won't cut his mic.
Nope. No, Mike, we love her.
That
but
was
just not
undeniable.
I'm
like that.
actually
I'm just
surprised
like,
that
yeah.
like now that I've seen like the whole Beachella and Homecoming, I'm so surprised that like Beyonce hasn't tapped into like her southernness and just like the southern band style and the majorette dance. Well, she has tapped
the
into it, and
majorette.
she tapped into it in the
little dance.
what's the
Single Ladies.
Single Ladies. But it's like it's so funny if Beyonce weren't Beyonce, she would literally be dancing for these girls that she had, like Southern, Jackson State. So like
Yeah.
I'm like really into bands. Like that's all we do in Virginia is we breathe, we eat, we live band season. That's all I've grown up, and I've grown up on like trumpets, brass, clarinets, marching bands,
Come on, clarinet.
majorettes, dance girls, and like that's what I live for. And so to see like the dancing dolls, like to see the girls from Jackson State, to see the girls from like Southern, to see the girls from like Texas, and
Alabama
it's just
and them
like
girls,
all the
yeah.
girls, it's just like they're really getting what they need. And like a lot of people aren't really getting into the history of majorette dance style. Some of these dance lines have been in the work since the 50s, like, and I'm talking about like connected to like civil rights and everything. So like when a lot of people like really downplay the whole band life, and like obviously living in New York, that it's not really like a big band culture here. But like again, I'm from somewhere like where the band culture is really huge, and I really appreciate for Beyonce for putting that whole spectrum on the map, because it's literally like when you talk about like comics and stuff, the band world is a whole different type of thing where people can really be geeks and geek out and like really go on to things. So yeah, that's all I want to say.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and watch it again.
But first of all, I also like that she trumped Taylor Swift, because Taylor Swift was like the first person to have like a concert on Netflix for real.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Oh.
a major,
Yeah.
like a major
thank
concert.
God.
Yeah.
So it was really nice to see like Beyonce like kind of, hey girl, I love you, but
here.
hey bitch.
Single Ladies was
Bye,
the best.
bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
One of those moments.
It was
sit down.
really
No shade.
great. And also like, you know, Beyonce is kind of like a little bougie with deals. So it was interesting to see that she actually like signed a deal with Netflix, because
yeah.
Netflix is kind of bangy.
I was
No
shocked.
shade.
I wasn't shook. I think that I was just thinking like it was either going to be like a Netflix or HBO.
Yeah, I
I was definitely seeing
Like,
HBO.
it was
No
most of
shade.
it. And then
I
it
was
was
seeing
most like-
HBO before anything else.
Yeah, and I would see like most of us was. I was just thinking like, oh, she's
Maybe
just gonna move
Showtime.
around
Or
with
Show-
HBO,
Oh, look.
like she normally do with her videos. Like Lemonade was on HBO,
Yeah.
like everything
Yeah,
was on
that's what I
HBO.
said.
So I'm like, she gonna be on HBO. So
I
let me
thought
make
she
sure
was
I get
gonna
my
be on.
Homecoming
subscription
was
for a
supposed
month.
to be on HBO.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had
It was?
It may
Oh.
still be, honestly,
No, it
because
was,
she'll do a
they had
double deal.
a fight.
She'll get
do
a
you
double
think
deal
that
and
the
a
deal
double
is
check.
exclusive
No
with
shade.
Netflix?
So Homecoming was supposed to be on HBO, but Netflix said waved a bigger check.
Okay.
A good check.
Coins make
No
kids
shade.
go.
Okay, and Beyonce said, "I'm that girl. I'm
Okay,
about to get
and
the
I'ma
biggest
sign
My,
it.
check."
fucking-
Yeah.
my kids need some new shoes.
Okay, generational wealth.
I live. So we're about to get into the main topic. This is so
Get into
interesting.
some things.
This
Get
is
into
so
some
get into
things.
some things. The meat
The meat of it all.
of the show.
Always talking about some damn meat.
The meat. Anywho. Okay. No, that's the Ask Him. So the topic is, do you date people that resemble your parents, like personality wise?
Do I?
Yeah,
everybody.
I think
Oh,
we
sorry,
all-
that's the question. Sorry,
I
that's take me
think
back.
I think
Sorry,
it's
go
a
on.
yes for all of us.
Are you sure?
I
don't
think so.
Are you sure?
For me,
I don't want
no.
No.
Either of your parents.
Well, if you
No.
don't date people that are like your parents, what are the traits that you distinctly distinguish from your parents? Does that make sense?
yeah.
And if
I
you
think
do
we're going
date
that way 'cause I
people
had a
that
different
date
answer,
like that are like your parents, describe how they are similar. I can do both, but I'm just asking the girls to do one or more.
Always shaking it up.
So who's gonna start us off, ladies?
The guest should start us off. Hey,
Oh, you
Paul.
gonna,
Hi.
I'm sorry.
Start that one, no shade.
You gonna put us on like that? I'm sorry.
To be honest, I don't think I've ever thought about my parents when I'm thinking about dating someone, or
interesting.
like, especially not thinking about like characteristics. So I don't know if I can. Yeah, I don't know if I can really answer that one, because my parents and their characteristics are like the last thing on my mind.
Well, I guess I have to ask you then, since you can't
Yeah.
answer it.
I'm sorry.
What are your? I guess I have to always ask. What are your non-negotiables?
Come on out.
That's my go-to
Come on
question.
out.
But I'm gonna make y'all answer something different.
You have to be funny.
Oh,
That's like my non-negotiable. Like, you have to make me laugh in some kind of capacity. That's like my non-negotiable. I think everything else, and obviously just like good hygiene.
Okay.
I'm like, and good
No, I mean,
hygiene.
you know the givens.
basics.
Yeah, like
the
that should be
1-2s.
given, but I just feel like you have to be funny, and you have to be like goal orientated. Like, you need to be working on something. Like, you need to be trying to get something. Like, it's fine if you're not there. Like, you could be like working in Subway, and you might want to be. Come on, but you've got the vision. Like, you've at least got to have some kind of vision, you know,
Okay.
and be goal orientated. But those are my two.
Come on
you
out.
have to be funny. Like, there's no way. Like,
Come
you
on,
have
funny.
to make me laugh.
I love
Like, you
it.
have to.
Ooh.
Humor is priceless.
It's
That's what
priceless.
I'm learning.
Literally,
bitch.
and
Gotta
humor
make me
can-
laugh.
Humor can make anyone look good.
Come on.
I feel like
No shade. No
What?
shade.
You know, like when when a guy's
Shade.
fun, I've given like so many.
You said Bernie Mac?
Wait, no, don't do that.
No. I was gonna hold on. Don't get it twisted, because I was about to connect. Hold on. I
Rest
was
in peace.
R.I.P.
Rest in
to Bernie
peace.
Mac. He was I thought he was one of the funniest comedians.
I love Bernie.
Mac. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just
Bernie
gonna
Mac?
say like so many guys have gotten a chance to speak to me, even though they're not that good looking, because they're funny.
Oh, okay. So you told. Oh, so they don't have to be good looking, but if they're funny, you with the shits. Come on now.
No, I'm joking, guys. I'm joking.
I love it.
Yo.
So girl, what you giving?
Don't bring that over here. I think I need to think. Okay, well, no, I'm gonna give it to the way. I just don't look at my parents because I feel like my parents have one of the most toxic relationships I've ever seen in my life, and I carry it the way I carry. I love my parents, but as far as a relationship to look at them, no, because they let too much shit slide. And then my mother's trying to be bossy, and then my father's trying to be bossy.
But aren't you bossy?
Yes.
Let me get there, bitches.
Oh,
My job is let me tell my
girl.
story. It's only supposed to be one boss, bitch. It's not supposed to be two. No shade. This is my story I'm telling, Miss Thing. But I had to also think about my question again, bitch. That's why I didn't want you to bring it this way. Damn. But I'm selling it the way I sell it because I'm just that bitch.
Okay.
But no, I never really look at them like that because, again, they let too much shit slide. Yeah. Like, it's certain things my mother do. I'd be like, "Ooh, Ma, you trying that? Like, I think you should just give him a little leeway and let it, give him a little credit for what he's doing." And then my dad will do some shit, and I'd be like, "Yo, she's really helping you out. Like, you need to let her slide too. Stop carrying both of y'all." And then they come to me I'm like, "Don't ask me nothing. I go in my room and close the door." No. So when it comes to them, I'm not looking at them. I'm like, look. Whatever relationship I'm going to have is going to be completely separate. Yeah, y'all bitches shined a little light on bossy, but I'm changing. I'm working on it. But yeah, no, I'm not looking at my parents for any type of advice for a relation.
I yearn to replicate my mother's aura.
Yeah.
She literally has some of the best energy that I've ever seen.
You want your mother to be what carrier?
It's no shade. I'm in a weird space lately. I don't want to get off topic, and I think I talk about this a lot, but getting older, lately I've been just wanting to spend more time with my family, just knowing that not that my mother is ill or anything, but just knowing that she's getting older and understanding that life isn't forever, So I just literally I love my mother's laugh, and I love her personality and her humor. So I always really try to embody that,
Come on, humor.
And I guess my dad was, I don't really know my real dad, but a lot. But one thing that my mom really always tells me about him is that he had this uber big personality, and I assume I have that too because I kind of am a little.
You carry, bitch.
I'm a little loquacious. Yeah. But yeah, I love someone who laughs and talks a lot.
Yeah.
I love to talk a lot. So I need someone that can talk my ear off about specific things. I ain't trying to
bitch watch it because some people could just talk about anything.
Carrying on,
oh my God, look, teach you some new shit. Go ahead. No, look.
But those are kind of the two things that I see that I've seen my parents and specifically my mom talk about. I know one thing that my mom always talks about, and she rarely says nice things about my father, but when she does regale about my father, it was very much of he used to bring me these sodas when we went to school, and he would bring me these candy bars and
got
stuff.
The cute stories.
So when I date people, I always bring little things that they along, whether it be drinks or candy or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of what I always hold on to, and just I don't know. My mom is literally she's my shining star. So I love her. This is totally a mom's podcast. I forgot to tell the girls that. I don't know where the dads go. But this is totally a mom's podcast.
It's no shade.
No shade. I love the dads too. I'm sorry.
We love them, but mothers are the best.
I love the dads too. Okay. What's up, Trey?
I thought about this question, and I thought there's characteristics that I see that I hate in my parents.
Okay.
Coming out.
I forgot to share
that
those.
I've also hated in the people that I've dated.
Okay.
So they're similar in those. That's how I see the question somewhat.
I love it.
That they've had similar things that I must be drawn to because I've grown up around it. So I dated, every person I've dated so far has always been a Pisces. And they've always been around the February range, the end of February. And then my dad is also a Pisces, end of February, around that time. So they all seem to have the same qualities, a little bit of indecisiveness.
What sign are you?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, okay.
And so like a little bit of indecisiveness, a little bit of a laissez-faire attitude with things.
Laissez-faire.
And so like it brings a lot of my mother out of me because it's like very like, bitch, why don't you know
What's
what you want
going
to
on?
fuck for,
Right.
what you want for dinner?
Come on,
Like,
come on.
or
out.
like very
Come
much
on
of
out.
like you ask them like what you want from this store and they be like, let me think about it. And then you be like, bitch, you've been here like 30,000 times. Like you don't know what you want. But I think I've kind
Mama's
of
the same
moved
way.
away from that. Like I'm dealing with somebody now that we're the same sign and it's different. It's not the same combativeness. It's not the like someone I have to like push or like motivate daily. And I think that now that as I'm venturing out, I see that I've looked for more signs this time around of like my mother, like the decision making skills, the able to like vocalize their emotions. And I think while I don't often think of my parents because they have a very strange relationship, they love each other, but it's very
talk
strange,
about it.
honey. I wouldn't be in that, but I see sometimes why it works and why it doesn't. Sometimes the balance is needed, but I mean, I'm trying to stay away from Pisces, so.
I love Pisces.
No shade.
I love everybody,
They're-
but some of them signs. Look, my parents.
Girl.
My mother's a Capricorn and my dad is a Scorpio.
Don't do our Scorpios. Don't do it. Don't.
Y'all do yourself. Last word. No shade. Go ahead, Aaron. What you feeling like? We're not even going in tomorrow. Go ahead, Aaron.
We can go there.
No, Scorpio. No, Aaron.
We can go there.
No, he's not.
Scorpio.
He's a Virgo.
I'm a Virgo.
Oh.
And
I thought he was standing up for the Scorpios. No shade.
no,
Y'all
I,
Scorpios tried.
the sign discussion actually kind of interests me a little bit.
Shit.
How much like real honest, bare bones, how much does the other person's sign matter to you
Okay.
when dating? Nemar,
Go ahead.
First.
Go ahead, because I was about to be like,
like be like real, not what
A
you
lot.
say on the timeline, like
A lot.
A lot?
A lot.
Okay, let me be honest. It's about 70%. It affects me about 70%.
what things specifically, like not. I'm not saying give me a list of each sign, but saying like what things, what characteristics are you looking out for, like in opposition to yours, or that kind of thing.
Yeah. I can just tell you signs I usually don't get along with. So dating Aquarius men
Okay.
never works.
I hear you on that.
Ever. Aquarius men. Ever. And that's because they're usually like very like self-involved, like very about themselves.
Listen, don't cookie cut that shit. Let that shit out, because bitch, this is our shit. Go ahead.
But yeah, that's the sign, one of the signs I try to stay away from, Aquarius men. But there's always an exception to the rule,
Yeah.
Coming out.
There's always an exception
Girl,
to the
what about
rule.
you?
I pay 0% sign to the like I literally just started learning about zodiac, the zodiac signs. What I will say is that I tend to don't have the patience for Cancers or Aquarius people.
Speak on it.
And I may like verge that out to Virgo as well.
Wow.
I don't, and then when I say the patience, I don't have it readily available, because I think that with those signs, you actually have to have like ample amount of patience. But I will say also one thing that I find like just completely like, I don't know, like amazing is when I meet other Aries, Scorpions, and Leos. Like when I date the fire signs as well. It is literally like the best thing, but it's also very volatile when you date. Like I'm an Aries and me dating another Aries is like, or Scorpio is like probably one of the most like volatile things that I could do, supposedly.
So if you met somebody and they, turn out to be,
an Aries,
then you would be like, I'm not gonna.
I was for it. Honestly, my first ever boyfriend was an Aries, and I like absolutely that set the kind of like the tone of as far as the passion that I want to have in my relationship.
So because of the past, you are now avoiding Aquarius. Now, am I right? And is there any other sign that you're avoiding?
I think that's the only one I'm readily avoiding.
Okay. It was that bad, huh?
Yeah, on multiple occasions. Not just, and it's one of and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
Do you think it was their sign, or do you think it was
just them?
Well, they all acted the same.
Here's the reason why. The reason why is because I just started learning myself.
Yeah.
Get into it, and it's so interesting to me. Because some of the things that I used to scoff at, like I have to admit that some of it is like accurate shit.
Yeah, it is.
And it gags you too.
Actual, like the core, because I don't, most of the stuff that I see online is like
foo-foo.
So I'm just like, I miss most of that. But like, doing like
Foo-foo.
research into the actual, like some of that, I'm like, this is
That
weird.
Yeah, no,
I don't like it. It's creepy. I don't like
I think the core, the base of some of the things that they say on there are pretty solid.
the characteristics,
Yeah.
all the characteristics.
The more I learn about like my sign and then like my sun sign, but then also like the moon and rising.
Come on, rising. Come on.
Because that place, and it's so crazy because I was like, because when I first heard it, I was like, there's three, but obviously that means a lot more than three, but like the ones that people focus on. And I'm like, come on, like this is ridiculous. But like the more I learn about each facet,
Pinpoint.
the more, and I'm like, this is, it's because I'm still a little bit, I'm not all the way sold. So I'm still like, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I took control of the discussion and I shifted it.
I see, bitch.
But like, so are there any signs you avoid?
I don't avoid the signs, but I just know what to look out for when I'm dating
Facts.
you.
Sorry, that's it.
So like
That's
for
what I
me,
do.
like I would never run away from a Pisces, right?
Right.
But I know you're gonna be on some indecisive shit when we together. So then like I have to prepare. Like I know what I'm getting into when I'm doing it.
I thought it was Libra that was indecisive.
No, Pisces.
I love
is
Libras.
indecisive as
Yeah,
fuck.
Libras are.
I love
All of y'all bitches is.
I can't keep up.
But like, I also know that there's like, I think I don't go into anything like wanting to know your sign off the bat.
Come on out.
right? So
Come on out.
for me, like with us, right? There's two Aries, a Taurus, and a Virgo.
Hey, bitches.
I didn't know, like, I'll be like, no shade. I looked at these Aries and I almost wanted to fight. I said, not two of these bitches. Not one, but two. For me, it was like, oh, hell, what am I getting myself into? But I've learned to like, you both have similar traits, but you don't. There's certain things about you that are totally different.
Yeah.
So for me, I appreciate every sign. I know what the fuck to look for. Because some of you bitches is crazy.
Okay.
But
I just want to say that, all this Virgo slander that I hear all the time is not necessary.
I don't mind. Here's the thing. I don't think any slander of any sign is necessary because sometimes
I slander all signs.
I know.
So
I hear
Gemini
it. The
slander
girls carry on it, but I don't really think it's that because sometimes it takes certain lessons for them to change exactly what they're doing. Now I am I am an Aries.
Oh, yes.
But I've definitely improved a lot more than what I used to be.
girl.
I used to be cutthroat and just cutting. But I'm cute now. I keep it cute. But I don't think that every sign. I don't think you should be slandered. I'm like you. I never look at like a sign.
I'm equal opportunity.
Yeah.
Like I'm with penis, I'm equal opportunity.
Come on, people.
Okay.
Go off, Miss
And
Thing.
so I think you gotta give people the chance.
I love how she shook that.
And ooh-wee. I think that just because you've had one bad experience, the signs aren't always correct.
So how many did you have? How many Aquarius?
Bitch,
How many
I've been with
Aquarius did
four
you date?
Pisces, So I can't.
3?
Yeah.
Well, see, the
And
thing,
they all acted exactly the same.
I've only dated one Aquarius, and that was my ex, and like 2 exes ago, and he was, yeah.
But then I think about
Yeah.
also,
That part.
is that the sign or am I keep attracting the same type of man? Like,
Let it out.
to me,
on
that's
out.
what it is. Like, I feel like, can I really
Right,
put it on the
because you were
sign?
the one
Or
who
is it
was
the
with
man?
3 Aquarius. Like,
Yeah, so maybe I'm the
Maybe
problem.
I just like-
Maybe I'm the
And then I think
problem.
about it
Yeah.
as this.
No.
When it comes to
I ain't say you the problem. Wait a
indecisiveness,
minute.
here's what I found out. When it comes to indecisiveness, I think it's also something wrong with, like, I don't want to say it's something wrong with me, but it's also I like to be the boss and in charge of things. So when you're indecisive, I get to make I get to do what the fuck I want. So then I've realized like I don't want that because then it's like now I got a pushover that I got to do.
I want you to give me a little challenge. No shade.
Dating someone or just talking in general and getting to know someone that's the same sign as me, they don't put up with the same bullshit. Like they just ignore my dramatics. They ignore the stupid shit that I do when before it kind of got away with shit. So I think that's it.
All right. Do the girls have anything else to say?
Our mics?
You got our mic. I thought we was getting down. Wait a minute. We didn't talk about... Okay, I didn't want to be that.
What did we
girl.
talk about? I'm sorry.
Y'all two girls, because the girls was concerned about y'all two girls being good, Miss Erin and Miss Malik.
Wait, what happened?
Paid that.
Me and my,
Hold
me
on,
and my bro
Nemar.
always good. See the girls?
Look, we are putting
The
out a
girls
PSA.
always. This is how the Virginia girls.
I know.
air things out.
We know.
The
Look, me and
Virginia
Trey know
girls.
what y'all give, but we have an audience that was very, very concerned about what the
I'm
tea
gonna say
was.
this. Let me just say this. They fine.
They good. My girls is good.
Literally, I got over it
later.
as soon as I got on the train.
Okay.
My drunk ass
These bitches is good.
got on the train.
Aaron and Malik are good. The
Look,
set is good.
good.
Him podcast
My
is back.
drunk ass got
The
on the
girls
train.
is drunk that night and feeling their
As soon
puss.
as I hit it on the train, I
girls
was
is
like,
good.
"Oh, girl, she good.
We all
We
love
good.
each other. Then look.
We're good. Mama
Look.
just had a few
Work that
cocktails,
bus, no
and I was
shade.
good.
All is well.
Yeah, all
Love
is
y'all.
well in the
Ain't nobody
hood.
fighting.
I'm just saying.
No
look,
shade.
I had to sell it because the girls was in my DMs hard.
It's
like,
family,
oh, girl.
bitch. That's what it's giving,
I'm like, nobody
bitch.
ever DMs me and asks me.
They're
that.
not gonna ask you,
Oh, I'm
girl.
thankful nobody
no,
asked
they're
me,
not
'cause
gonna ask the
no
girls that was
shade.
involved.
They don't want the real
tea.
tea.
Hello.
Whenever it comes to
Hey,
dating,
Stevie, what's
nobody.
going on with them girls?
The girls.
Bitch, they good.
Girl.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
That's how the
sus.
girls be.
You know me.
Yeah. All right, so we gonna go ahead and get into the
what?
Girl. Oh, girl.
The girls.
Girl, I
are
said we
Y'all
gotta
and
do
this
it.
ask him, bitch.
Well, look, we asked him to ask him questions. So, bitch, what they giving this time around?
Time for ask him, bitch. The ask him question is: if your friend was cheating on their man and you knew, would you say something to them, to their man, or just mind your business?
Mind your business then.
Here's the thing. I want y'all girls to stop sending these questions
Girl.
about cheating because I feel like this is the 7th time that
It's very
did this.
Keisha Cole of y'all.
It's very, very Keisha Cole of you girls. Yes, but yeah, I'm very mind your business. But it different situations take a different turn because if you feeling like, bitch, this is my dog, I gotta let her know what's going on.
Yeah.
Do your thing, but be ready for the backlash because it's gonna probably come like, bitch, you should have mind your business. And then if the friend goes back to the person, even though they cheated, it's gonna be like, well, damn, maybe I should have really mind my motherfucking business. She's gonna go back anyway.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to hold up the question to everybody here and say that if any one of y'all partners were cheating on y'all at this very moment, I would definitely pull y'all aside and have that conversation.
Same.
You.
Girl.
I wouldn't fight you afterwards either.
Now, I'm going to, and that's what I'm saying. Like, bitch.
No, I'm gonna make that clear.
No shit. I wouldn't have a conversation with a bitch that would fight me afterwards. So I think that like you need to know the level of rapport that you have with that person.
How's it delivery? Yeah.
Or also
Is the
like
question that you're observing your friend being cheated
Yeah,
on?
no, it's your friend cheating.
yeah.
Is it your friend cheating?
Yes, your friend
Oh, I'm
is
minding my
cheating.
business.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the friend
your
was
friend
getting
is
cheated
being-
on.
Oh, I thought it was the
Your
friend was
Wanted
getting
to clarify the
cheating.
question.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
I think
so we
it
so
says
last
your
Thank
friend
you.
is
Wait, all
cheating, and
Check it, baby, because I've been
I don't
drinking.
know. I was
either
I've been
way,
drinking.
it's
I've
the
been
same-
drinking.
for me, it's either way. It's the same thing. No, it is
Surfboard.
your friend was cheating on that man.
Okay, I don't. Okay,
Oh.
So your friend is y'all out at the club.
so now, friend,
Now, sister, let me tell you something. No, here's
totally
the thing.
different, Z, right?
Here we go. If I'm about to carry,
Hold your friend accountable.
I'm gonna hold my friend accountable. But if her man ain't been doing her right and Miss
Okay.
Davis out here looking for some other things, I'm gonna let sis do her thing. If her man has been playing in her face, it's a little different. If she's been playing, like if this nigga's tiptoeing, bitch,
Speak
do
on
your
it,
thing.
Stevie.
I
No
love you,
shade.
Stevie, but for me,
I know what you gonna give. Go ahead, babe.
I try to keep the same level of energy with everybody. I think that if you are unhappy and you ain't been treating right, then leave. Like,
Yeah.
don't
Shade.
do the
Yeah.
continuous, like,
Don't be petty.
we're not going to play
Hold
tit for
on.
tat. She
Yeah,
she's
no,
here,
that's
she's
true.
there.
It's sometimes
And now-
a little difficult for the girls to do that. No
And
shade.
you know,
it depends on
sometimes
how
it
long the
is.
time
I
they've been
understand
together.
that
No
it's
shade.
hard if you have a different type of relationship, we've talked about this before, like whether you have kids, or you've been you're married or something. I just think that instead of your friend, like I want the best for my friend, and if I know that like this cheating shit ain't going to end out well for you, and then I gotta hear about it later, like girl, I'm gonna tell you then, so we both don't got to be in a situation.
Well, look,
like sis, we're not gonna do this. Like, if you don't like your man,
leave him.
Let him know right now. Like, dude, you need to step it up, or like leave. Like, because I don't want to hear about it later and give you advice that you're not gonna listen to. You don't want to hear it later from your man and me. Like, let's save us both the drama.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say, I kind of feel like you kind of got to mind your business, but then you've also got to hold your friend accountable. Like, friend, if this is what you choose to do, then carry on with it, but just don't involve me in anything. Like,
your friend gonna involve you anyway, bitch. You better
no. My friends will know. My friends know me not to. Yeah. But but I do feel like it's important to hold your friend accountable though, like because what they put out, they're gonna get back and.
Karma.
Yeah. I just want to say, sis, I love you, but girl, we can't go to the club no more because, bitch, I ain't trying to take a chance for your man to pop up and whip my ass with you, bitch. So like,
hold on,
you with an alibi
because your man is not. You shut up, Malik. Stop talking, because ain't nobody being coming to beat up nobody, bitch. That's not. It ain't not beating up my motherfucking friend.
I don't know who is asking this question, nor who is their man. But I just want to say that. My mom always used to say, whatever you do in the dark, you need to be able to make sure you do it. You're able to do it in the light.
Because it will come to light.
No shade. And I just think that, like, girl, if you're not married, then you have no reason to cheat. And I don't want to put too much on marriage. What I'm saying is, like, literally, we all have the ability to, like, walk away from something because we're, like, not financially or, like, obligationally tied to someone. So, like, don't cheat, bitch. Like, get up, say you don't want to be with the person and hit it, and you can fuck all the people that you want to. So,
come on, fuck all the people.
It's no shade.
Amen.
Girl, I hope, listener, you found your answer. I hope we weren't too harsh on you because usually... we do give a lot with
but they know that already. The girls know what we give.
No shade.
Well, I mean, the listener wasn't the one that was cheating. The listener.
Oh yeah, no shade.
Whatever the situation
that we know
the
of.
Situation that the listener is asking about, the person within the situation is watching.
It's just gauge your friend right, but also, girl, when people doing wrong, you want to stay away from them too, because girl, sometimes it get off on you. But yeah, it's time to get into the jam of the week. What y'all been listening to, girl? Because there's been some new stuff going on out there.
Girl. Bitch, you trying to take over my stage?
I'm sorry. I just want to say, Nick. I just want to say one.
Bitch, I
want to say one thing.
What's good?
Nicki Minaj, are you out there?
Yes, she is. Don't you
Nikki,
come on my shit.
Are you out there, Nikki? That's all I want to know. Are you alive, Nikki?
She's on tour.
Phone home. Scotty, beat me up. Let us know.
Being happy. Okay?
Let us know. Let me know where you're at, Nikki. We need you.
Okay.
Phone home.
Jam of the week time.
Yeah, baby.
I gotta cut Malik's mic off.
I'm sorry.
Cut his mic off.
So, who do we go first? Stevie.
Okay, so yeah, I always got like a crazy jam of the week. I've really been getting into her album just released, Lizzo. I am living for her, and I am into like singers that really, really sing. But it's something about her and what she stands for, and just being like a plus size girl, and just being in front of everybody, just delivering her star quality. I'm here for her. So there's a song on her new album called "Cause I Love You." It's called "Soulmate," and bitch, I'm changing it. It's like a girl, okay. It's just like an anthem for the girls, and she's really, really speaking up for, I guess, the girls of her size and her star, her whole being, and she's just doing her fucking thing. So I'm definitely here for Lizzo. She's probably one of my new favorites. I'm kind of plotting on going to a concert if she comes to New York. Yeah. So my jam of the week is Lizzo, Like a Girl. Come on out.
She actually performed that because I remember Twiggy did an event at the Red Bull.
Yeah.
Thing. They have like Red Bull throws like a concert weekend festival type thing, and she performed there last year.
I love her.
I'm totally about her because she's always about like actually curating the space with her with her blackness and her size.
Yes.
So I'm all
you seen that album
that.
cover, Miss Thing. She's
Yeah, I'm so about
She
her.
looks amazing.
Yeah.
She looks amazing on the album cover.
Aaron Darling.
My jam of the week is "Be Yourself" by Chloe and Halle off the Little soundtrack. I wish it was longer. I love the song, and I love them. So yeah, that's it.
Nemar.
My track of the week is Miss Banks Snap. She's a UK rapper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on,
She's
track of the
amazing.
week.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys called it?
It called Jam of the Week, but
Oh,
you
damn,
set it
sorry, I
off.
said
Go
track.
on.
I love it. We call it track of the week
So
today,
her name
bitch.
Miss Banks.
Her name is Miss Banks.
Miss
Yes.
Banks, yeah, she's a MC, female MC from UK. Actually, Nikki just.
I was about to say,
brought her
nigga
on
put
tour.
on.
I love Snap.
Yeah.
That's my song.
Yeah.
she's a
Was
good
that an English accent?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, you've been doing that.
I get it every time he
episode.
talks.
Do
I
you?
feel it.
Feel it.
It's
Let me
like,
hold on.
It feels in my soul. It feels good.
Hold on.
not.
Are you talking? No, first of all, let me
Bitch,
tell you.
shut up.
Because the weekend after I met him, I was literally talking in a British
British
accent.
accent.
Get it?
And I
It
tweeted
hits you
about it.
deep.
Like, I
Yeah.
was like, literally, I was like, bitch, I have been around Nemar for like 2 hours, bitch.
Now
and
you
I
wanna talk.
cannot shake this accent,
Accent.
bitch.
It happens to. It's the weirdest thing. Like, anytime I'm around anyone for too long, they start talking in a British accent,
And they
it's
want you to
like-
feel comfortable. Like, I know how
And
you
I'm just
talk.
like, what are you doing? Like, you're from Harlem.
do
Like,
that
what are
shit.
you doing?
And I didn't mean to be offensive and slip into it, bitch. But girl, I slipped into it, girl, and I was feeling like cunt, bitch.
You doing all episode.
It hits you, and then you're just
Girl,
like,
it takes
you're
it-
in.
Bitch, I'm like,
stuck
use
into
me,
the
girl.
Matrix, bitch. I'm in the Matrix, and I'm
Send
not.
your
I don't
energy
want to
this
get
way.
out.
No
Use
shit.
me, bitch. No, but I was like, girl, I hope she don't think I'm trying to be funny, girl, but I cannot stop
it. You
using
can't
this
help it.
accent, bitch.
Malik,
my
baby, what is your jam of the week?
My jam of the I had to slow it
Oh,
down,
girl,
bitch.
give it to me.
It is very rare that I come into contact with a new artist, but I love Snow Allegra. She has like a lot of people haven't. I want her to be bigger than what she really is, but honestly, she is like the second coming of Amy Winehouse.
Ooh,
and
excuse me.
Big,
I
Big
don't.
shoes to
boots.
fill.
I don't
to
mean
fill.
to
Come on,
put
Boots.
too much on
Boots
her, but
down.
like literally, she is the perfect blend of Amy Winehouse, and I don't know if you know of a group called Quadron, but it's very sultry, but still like very technical and techno and jazz. So yeah, I love Snow Allegra. The song is called "I Want You Around," and it's really buzzy. Her EP is called Feelings, and actually, the EP is very. The album art is very interesting because it is a depiction of a comic book.
Come on now.
So yeah, that's the cover of her like EP or whatever. But she's like really dope. She's actually from Germany, I believe, but she sounds so black. I hate to say that, but I think she's white. But like, yeah, that's my jam of the week.
It's my turn,
Yeah.
and because it's my birthday, I get to have two.
Shout out, bitch! Happy
birthday!
bitch!
It's fucking 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah,
12:15.
happy
Okay.
birthday.
We've entered it together.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
So my first jam of the week is
First.
my first is Birthday by Destiny Child.
Come on now. As you should. I thought he was gonna say Birthday by Katy Perry, but
No, it was either going to be Birthday by Destiny Child or Birthday by Usher. And
Okay.
so I had to
Alright.
figure out which mood I was on.
You
So I
should've went to
with
Destiny.
I went with the sultry one. That's how I want that birthday to go into. Very sultry.
Coming out.
But my real jam of the week is by Taylor Park.
okay.
Rebound featuring Joey Badass. That's my fucking jam. Her album is fucking amazing. She's I have a playlist of 4 of the 7 rings of Ariana's 7 rings of her girlfriends.
Coming out.
It's her, Victoria, and another artist. And I just love them all, but Taylor, let me tell you, she puts her writing down. She
Yes.
made it.
We
She
love a girl
is,
who's sick with a pen.
let me tell you,
Shade.
she writes and she sings. And I looked her up. Like, I didn't know that much about her, but I realized she was in Hairspray and all these
Girls
other
be having
things.
jobs before they
Let
become
me tell
singers.
you,
There's no shit.
I'm a fan, and this album from start to end, the interludes are amazing. I'm down. she got a fan.
And one thing that I didn't know anything about her until recently this week. She commented on an interview done by Ariana, and she recently commented on the appropriation of Ariana and Black music, and she was saying how Ariana actually hires Black writers and Black producers, where opposed to Black artists don't hire Black producers and Black writers. So she was just kind of like, throwing a nod to Ariana and just how much she like really respects Black people and Black music. So.
Yeah, I mean, I respect both.
Or pay the girls. No
Pay the
shade
girls,
if you.
yeah. I mean, I think my stance on Ponytail. I love her.
No shade. Not bringing Ponytail.
I think just to see that how she uplifts both Victoria and Taylor, because I think that she knows, like, she will say, like, shit, half these songs on here wouldn't be shit without my girls. And so I appreciate both showing each other love like that.
I love it.
Commendable.
I love it.
Any last thoughts, darlings?
I've got one thing to say about Ponytail.
Oh, excuse me, bitch.
Did anybody see the Beehive member throw the lemon on her?
We're not doing that.
See,
It's not confirmed.
They don't know that was a Beehive member. I said we're not
confirmed that
doing
it
that
was a
no more. We got
Beehive
two Beehive members in the building.
Cut his mic. Cut his mic. It's over. It is over. I cut his mic. Thank you, Nemar, for being on.
Shout out to Nemar.
Okay.
Nemar, tell them where you can find you.
Yeah, bitch.
At King Parchment on Instagram. I don't have anything else, just Instagram.
You need to get on Twitter. The girl's waiting for you.
You told me about that private Twitter you told me about. That
We'll talk after.
We'll talk after this.
Wait, don't blow my spot like that. What's going on?
It's too late, bitch. We got listeners too,
talk
bitch.
afterwards. Let us find out you got a freak Twitter.
Okay.
No.
Wait, we do have one announcement.
Yeah.
Him will be at Pod In Live NYC.
Come on out.
On fucking Saturday, May 11th at 4 motherfucking p.m. At the Vaughn. It is for podcasters, people who are curious about podcasting.
Coming out.
And everyone in between. Come out, support this amazing event put on by fellow podcasters, Tea with Queen and Jay.
Coming out.
Thank you so much for inviting us to join you guys.
Coming out.
And we are super excited. So you can find that link to RSVP. It's a free event, but you got to RSVP. You can find it on our link tree, which is on our Instagram and our Twitter, and half of everybody's motherfucking personal bios.
Come on.
And you can find us there. We'll be tweeting about it all through the week leading up to May 11th. And so make sure you RSVP and come in and chill with us. It's like fun. There's gonna be drinks. Hey. You never know.
And really briefly, Stevie and I have our first episode of The Wind Down coming out
soon.
in May.
Yes, ma'am.
So we want to make sure that we subscribe to the Him Patreon.
Yes.
And you can do so by visiting himpodcast.co.
So
please do that, girl, because we got some great content from Aaron along with Trey, and like I said, from me and Stevie as well. So you want to go ahead and make sure you
Come see a Kiki girl.
Pony up those coins, girl.
Pony them up.
No shade.
Yes.
That's all I gotta say, girl.
Oh wait, I want to say one quick thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be moderating Q&A on Sunday. I didn't tell you girls, but I'm gonna be moderating a Q&A on Sunday for the 28 Shades of Black Magic that I did a photo shoot for. The girls reached out to me and they want me to be moderator for the Q&A. I'm very nervous, but I think I have enough personality to deliver. So yeah. Shout out to that. Shout out to them. Shout out to the girls. You know who you are.
I got to come to that, bitch.
Oh, come on out. And the gag is right down the street from our studio.
Oh,
come on out.
That's
One Sunday. Come on out.
That's it. Any last like we always say, you can catch us every motherfucking Wednesday.
Every motherfucking Wednesday, bitch. Yeah.
Oh damn, bitch.
I had to have a bitch because y'all bitches ain't heard me in a minute, bitch.
Yeah.
We love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.